Hello everybody, Thorgal here and welcome back to another episode of my modded Let's Play series. Before I show you guys all the things that I have done since the last episode and on a live stream with you, I wanted to get crafting on a few things. Actually, I want to make one tool today, and then I also need a way to properly charge that tool. And that is, I would like to make the... I think I got this. Yes, okay. And that is the dark steel pick. Or is it called just dark pick? Yes. This one right here. And for some reason, I think to remember that this dark pick here, when it is empowered and so on, or maybe by default, it can also handle dirt and gravel really well, right? And I would like to empower it, of course, so it runs on RF. Now, I do not know how you get the travel and the spoon. Actually, it tells you right here. No, it doesn't. Did it put a travel anchor? I'm going to have to see how it tells you, because I'm on the wiki on my other screen, and it only tells you the upgrades on how to make it empowered. And we're going to need a vibrant crystal for that. And then the other thing is what I want to make is the 5 million RF capacitor bank, because that's really good for charging tools. So let's go ahead and make this thing here. First, make the dark pick itself. Okay, so we got that, and you guys see I already made 64 basic capacitors, which is, you know, quite easy, just gold nuggets, copper, and redstone. Because I'm gonna need a lot of double and then also at least one octadic capacitor. Let me go ahead and break this down into nuggets, because I'm gonna need one vibrant crystal for what is the thing called? The vibrant. That's what I need. The vibrant crystal. That's how you make it here. Okay, go ahead and get this stuff. That is the first thing we're gonna have to put on the dark pick. And then essence. Yes, that's what that is. Let's go ahead and get ourselves. Let's just order 10 stacks, because I'm gonna need a lot of XP. The first one, 20 levels, then 10 levels, then 20 levels, then 30 levels. So we're gonna need a lot of XP with us. Okay, let's make this one. So we have this one with us. And now I'm gonna need one basic capacitor. Let's go ahead and capacitor itself. I'm gonna need... So I'm gonna need... Wait a second. For the double, I'm gonna need 2. For this one, I'm gonna need 2. So I need to make 3 of these here. Yes. Most likely done. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's ordering this. These, I don't even know. Maybe I had some of these alloys. Oh, I did. I already made 40 of them another day. Okay. Well, it's not gonna go to waste. And so we'll make 3 of these, and then we'll make 1 octadic. That's another thing, by the way. I wanted to point out. Let's put this in here. There we go. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get me glowstone. Besides going to the nether, I would like to figure out a way of automatically making this, possibly. We'll see. So this is the octadic, and this is the double capacitor. Okay, I don't need any of the other stuff here. So let's go upstairs to the anvil. Which floor did I put that? All the way on the top, where the enchanting areas. Oh, I have a bunch of XP here as well. That's actually going to be easier to get. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this first. I need 20 levels to put this on. No, 10 levels. Interesting. The wiki says 20, but that's fine. And then we're going to put the basic capacitor. There's another 10. And then now What? Is this just a display bug? Okay, it's just a display. I saw the pick and the basic capacitor here. Okay, so what if I... How does this work here again? Shift. Okay, you just right-click. That's easier than eating the berries, so we'll do that. Okay, and then we'll put the double layer, right? Yes. 15 levels. And how many do I... Oops, wrong one. And how many do I need now? 20 levels. Okay. Let's go ahead and get 20 levels. Here we go. Alright, cool. So we got empowered 4. Very nice. Now, does it tell me here? Okay, it says here. I don't know what... Oh, spoon is a diamond shovel. That's what I want. Okay, and travel is an ender crystal. I would also like to do that so I can teleport through walls. So an ender crystal and a ender crystal. Oh, spoon is a diamond shovel plus 10 levels. Okay, let's go ahead and get... I don't have a diamond. All right, let's get 1 and 2 sticks. All right, and what is an ender crystal? Oh, I'm gonna need to get a soul vial with an enderman on it, and I need to make a soul binder. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that another day. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I just wanted to get this done. And, of course, I don't have a crafting table here anywhere, right? No. Dang it. Is there one here? No? Oh, man. Okay. Let's just do it right here. Perfect. So that's going to be awesome because I wanted to have a tool. You guys see in a second because whenever I build tunnels and whatnot for the trains, you know, this right here, the Maddock, is really bad on gravel and sand. Okay, it's just like if you use your fist, which is not enchanting. This is what I need right here. So this and that, and I need 10 levels. Okay. So I wanted to have an all-in-one tool finally. Also, my pick here is not very fast. And this one here, we can still enchant. Okay. Very cool. So we got this one done. And this one here I need for the capacitor. Okay, let me send back this stuff here. I don't need it right now. All right. Let's see. Yes, and we still need to make the capacitor bank. Are these things done over here? Yes, okay, the other 3. Let's go ahead and make the capacitor bank as well. While we're at it. Capacitor bank. And like I said, I want the 5 million one because it just charges everything faster. So I'm gonna need to make 4 more of these. And you guys see here, by the way, I added an upgrade here to this pipe. Let me show you real quick what that is. Where did I put that? Right there. You need to make the logistics pipe controller. And now if I right click this here. Wait a second. Where did I put this upgrade? Wait, is there something underneath? No. I'm very confused right now where I put this upgrade. Because the only way for you to get this, where it shows you what you currently are crafting, is if you logistics... I thought it needs to go on request pipes. What is happening? Okay, let me. I'm sorry, guys. I guess let's finish crafting this here first, so I don't get sidetracked too much. Most likely, oh, it's already in here. So there's 4 of these. Let's go ahead and make this guy. Most likely, and it should request the redstone block. Okay, very nice. So we got this, and we can then charge this pick, and then enchant. Okay, maybe I have them in the bookcases upstairs. I know I have some enchanting books. I would like to put... Well, why don't we test it out first? But if it's not, you know, super fast, then I would like to have efficiency on there. And then, of course, I'd like to have Silk Touch. I think it's really good to have on your everyday pick. The one that I like to have for... crafting. Where can I put this guy for now? I guess right there. Right? And it is charging and emptying at the same time. What are you emptying to? What's happening? You know what? Let's do it this way. I made this thing here, the engraving bench, on a live stream because we thought that we can possibly add things to our minecarts to color code them, but it does not work. One of you guys found out on the stream that this is not possible in this version in 1.7.10. Alright, so this is slowly charging here up to 1 million, plus 2 efficiency when empowered. 95% damage absorbed, and we have spoon. Who needs a shovel when you have a spoon? Okay, I think that we might not even need the efficiency, but we'll see here in a second. Let me check real quick upstairs if I have a Silk Touch book somewhere, but I doubt it. Alright, and I just made this Dark Axe, and I'm putting on the last capacitor because this one is pickaxe and shovel, and I wanted to have an axe as well because I need to chop down many trees. And now the next thing is what I'm thinking of doing here is to see, I could not find any Silk Touch books. Oh, wait a second. We have the... I forgot about that. Did I make that? I don't think I made that before. I totally forgot about the Ender IO Enchanter. Ah, I just got myself 20 books, right? And I was gonna just use the enchanting table. Okay, I don't have that. Alright, let's go. Enchanter, what does it take to make this guy? I need 4 more dark steel, which I don't have. Okay, so let's get some pulverized obsidian. I'm gonna need 16 of them. And some steel. 4 of them, so I can make 4 more dark steel. In the induction smelter right there. Right there. Yes, that's what it does. Okay, while I wait for this, I found out now how I did it. I totally forgot. Right-clicking this machine. There's the upgrade. The crafting monitoring upgrade, okay? But it can be applied to request block pipes. That is why you guys see a request logistics pipe here now, which was before just a regular basic pipe, right? Which allows you to then order things and craft things. But if you want to have this upgrade installed, you need to have it next to a request block pipe. A request pipe with a block next to it, okay? And what this allows me to do is, in case something gets stuck, let's go ahead and make a locomotive, okay? Because there's going to be a couple parts. I can click on here, and then I click on more, and it actually shows me the things it is currently working on. Because I did have a craft, I forgot what it was, I think it was some rails or something. And they were stuck, you guys see, okay, it's working currently on the steel plates, so I know it's doing something right there. It's probably done and already sent them. But that is what allows you to keep track of where you are currently, you know, waiting on. What is it stuck on? That was the only way for me to figure out. Everything 0 here is done. Everything is done. And now you see the locomotive is on its way to this guy right here. So it should show up here any second. It should come up the pipe right there. Bam, done. And then it disappears. So that is what that upgrade is for. And I know a lot of people don't know about that. And of course, it only works on this one here. So if I go to any of the other crafting tables here from Logistics Pipe, it does not work. You need to have that on every single one you want to keep track of. And of course, if I request something from here, it shows up. If I request it from here, it does not show up here. So this is my main crafting table whenever I do anything project-wise and so on, that I do that, okay? So just so you guys know what that is for, and the dark steel is right there. Knucklehead, do it. Okay, so then once we have that done, we have to find out real quick. Do I have ink? Alright, let's get 1 ink sac. And let's get 1 feather, because I'm gonna need a written book for that. Alright, for right now, I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna move that up to the other area later. So, we need to look for Silk Touch. It's probably gonna be... Oh, it says it. That is different. Okay, Silk Touch. Just a slime ball and 30 levels. Wow, okay. We're doing that. That is simple. Alright, let's go get this guy, and then we'll go ahead and do this. Let's take it with us right now. Bam, done. I can send these back. And I need to put it first. But I need the 30 levels, right? Yes. Alright, let's get up to 30, and then I'm gonna need more levels to enchant the actual pickaxe, but there's our Silk Touch book. I guess I can take this with me now. Ooh, it broke it nice and fast. Right? So just to double check. This is bad on wood. Okay. And we're gonna put that guy, I guess, right there. How much do you want? 6. Alright, now we got a dark pick with Silk Touch 1. And we're gonna go and check it out. I forgot, I needed to charge this guy here as well real quick. Let's just charge it a little bit. Actually, it should go quite fast in this one here. Look, that's why I wanted to have the 5 million, because it has max output of 5,000 RF a tick. And so it's, look at this. Boom, it's charged. Done. Very nice. Alright, let me just get the things back here. And then we're gonna go over, whoops, to the factory building. Actually, no. 1 second. This right there. Let me put this away. Wherever. Right there. Good. Good enough. Let's go down why I wanted this, because I started excavating this area down here. And you know, there's sand, there's gravel, there's dirt, so I constantly need to switch tools. Oh my god. I love it. This is exactly what I wanted, and this water is not going to hurt me. Good. So we can go ahead and come up here. I'm going to have to figure out how to make this look good from the outside. Alright, so what am I doing here? I am excavating an area here that's going to become our train station for the power card, okay? The stuff that we set up in the last episode, and we did a lot of work on the factory and on the train depot. Check it out, what we did in the live stream right now. I want to spend a couple minutes and show you everything that we built. Well, actually, on the live stream, we worked on this front right here. On the style of this building, the actual factory building. And yeah, like I think we already decided on before that I'm gonna go with brick, and then I added a bunch of micro blocks to give the building more depth, right? We don't have chisel and bits, of course, because this is 1710, but micro blocks are still good to use. And I just noticed I'm probably gonna put something above the door here. I'm gonna have to figure out possibly a design or a name or something with the what is it called again? Armorer's Workshop. That's what it's called, because it looks a little bit naked right here. And I also still need to put some kind of like a loading bay here, or some kind of a platform in front of it. There's still lots to do in this area right here, but I don't want to do that until I have this roundabout here figured out and set up. And then in the stream we didn't have any glass panes in these. We just used these architecture window frames, right? And then I actually broke one, and I just put a glass pane there, right? But it looked real funky, and then I accidentally clicked these window frames. And you can put a glass pane into them, and it blew my mind. This is awesome. And that is then exactly the look I wanted. I wanted to have these multicolored windows, right? And so I used, I think this is just gray stained, white stained, and then I have just clear, regular vanilla glass panes, right? And that really gives it a feel, because you know how in a lot of the old factories there's always broken windows, some are newer, and so on. That's also why they use these little squares, by the way, in factories, so they can, you know, if you break one, not the whole thing gets shattered. You just need to replace little pieces here and there. And then, of course, the entire design I replicated all the way around the building. There's still something missing here as well. Not sure yet what I'm gonna put there. Some kind of a decoration, and over here as well. And then I decorated up the entrances and the exits for the carts themselves, so they kind of look much better. They got this little overhang there, right? Everything is still functional. I had to tweak over here. I wanted to point this out real quick. Right here, I could not have a full block. If I had a full block, a lot of times a minecart got stuck here. But once I just filled this up with a couple of microblocks covers, then this little bit missing here, now the carts do not get stuck anymore, right? That's why I also put the one way here and so on. And then I made a flat roof on top, and it looked a little bit funky. It looked, well, very empty, right? And then I just went crazy with decorations. Everything up here is decoration. None of this is functional. Okay, these immersive engineering transformers and what is this called here? The breakers. Yes, I just thought they look really good, right? So this is kind of like a power hub up here with the wires going all over the place. I got some of these lanterns. I got a tank, and I got 2 silos right there. And none of them are holding anything. I just put them here for decoration. And then I put up 3 little smokestacks right there. They're, you know, well, They let out some smoke. And I put some round covers on top here so no birds and bats can get in and so on. I'm trying to show this off pretty quickly because we spent a lot of time on the stream there. And then over here, this is supposed to be like a fire suppression system, sprinkler system, that kind of stuff, right? That's why this is all like this. And I like it. It's busy. It looks like a factory top. It's probably almost too much up here. This is a lot of weight. I don't think you would have silos up there. And then I used that same basic design over here. But you guys see there isn't any concrete strip in the middle here like we have over here. Because it's just because of the angle, right? And it took me a long time to get the angle right. Also, by the way, one thing I added, none of this front... But I think I have 2 or 3 over here. Yeah, like down here. Some I simply took out the whole brick and put a stair in. So there's like, it has more depth, like a piece is missing. You know what I mean? And then over here, I also used some of these within the whole brick wall. I didn't use them over here. This one it's supposed to be a little bit cleaner than this train depot, okay? Even though they look very similar. And then anyway, just windows all the way around, just like the other one. Really big windows because I wanted to be able to look on the inside. And a lot of times train depots and so on and train stations have very large windows. Not sure why, but probably so you can see the trains going. And then on top here, I wanted to have something. Again, it was just a very flat roof, so I came up with this idea here. This is like a retractable, not retractable. Retractable would go in there, but like a lift up. It's supposed to be a part of the roof, so you can open it if there's a lot of exhaust fumes or whatever down there, right? So with these wires, it's a pulley system that pulls it up, and over here I made another one that is closed. What is this B movie? Oh, it's a landmark. I'm trying to figure out where the train is gonna run. Okay, let's see here. 5 minutes, like almost 6 minutes explaining here. And now let me go into the 2 buildings. Oh yeah, and by the way, these things right here are supposed to stop the snow from sliding, okay? So I put 2, one here, one there, so no snow can slide from up there on top of these windows. I guess they are windows, right? Even though you can't look through, but I don't know what you would actually call this. Let me know if you guys know what this is properly called without glass in it. And then let's go in this one here first. Of course, this back here was a very barren wall, this brick, right? And I wanted to have something on there. I mean, what can you put there, right? So what these are supposed to be is when you know construction sites, a lot of times they have like a pole on the left and a pole on the right. And then between them, they have round bars usually with a threading that you can spread apart or loosen up, right? To put more pressure between them. And that's what I tried to do here. So this is just, you know, supposed to retain. So the wall doesn't get bowed in from the landmass, because back here's mountain and back here's mountain, right? And the train is still running here. And then I used a lot of steel up in the scaffolding, more in the other building than here. And then here we just have catwalks, so you know, you could come up here and actually go and do your maintenance or whatever from the top, and then come down here. These are all just iron. These are not expensive to make. The steel was harder. I've been cooking a lot of steel. So you can come between these two and do your maintenance, right? Because in real life, you wouldn't have workers walking across the rail tracks, right? So that's why I put this in here, and it also adds, you know, a lot more looks to it. I like it. I like how it turned out. I'm very happy. Let me know how you guys like this building. And of course, we still have... We're going to have 2 more that we're going to set up today, and we're still going to have 2 empty. So I don't think I'll ever need this extra space over here. So I was thinking of possibly somehow putting some decorations over here, or putting like a 4-man office here, you know, for the 4-man or something like that. We'll figure it out. And garage door from Carpenters, of course. And then this building over here, the only entrance to get in is this door as well. Right here. At this one, I didn't do all glass because you wouldn't want to see through, right? Like the other one over there. Over here, again, a way to get up into the scaffolding. And I'm just going to come over here and fly up so you guys can see this easier. I'm still, excuse me, using the floodlights, the same over there. So everything in here is nicely illuminated without the use for any torches and whatnot. And spawns we don't get anyway because of the powered lanterns on the outside. The catwalk goes all the way around, one away from the wall. So I was able to see both of the railings, right? And then up here again, the whole wooden scaffolding. I didn't make it symmetrical. I like it better this way. You know, it's supposed to be an old building. And there's a little bit of a fan up here that goes up to the air conditioning or something like that. I'm just trying to show every angle. So if you want to take a closer look at something, just pause the video for a second so you can take a closer look at it. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anything. I know that was very quick, but we want to get things done here. So let's come over here. Okay, so as you guys see, I added a roundabout over here. And what this allows me to do is to split off the train that goes over to the magic area and then also over here, this way, into the underground station in our main base right here. And I had to make a roundabout just so I have a little bit more room for routing as well as, you know, possible weight trains and so on. Or for trains to have holding positions. I'm sorry, I should say that. And we'll set the rest of this up later. And of course it needs to be decorated or something. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do that yet. But I wanted to show you guys, I added a world anchor here. And if we go into this map right here, the loaded chunks, you guys see the anchors right here. So it loads this 3x3. But the train, if you look at it right here, I already laid the outline, the cobblestone, okay? It's gonna run up here and then take a left right at the edge of this chunk here, of these chunks. And then come up and wind its way up here into the new unloading area right here at the magic area. Okay? Well, the problem is that well, it's not a problem. It's on purpose. Let me show you this over here. This is where it comes out. And I started playing around with a little bit of a design here of how I would like to lay it. I was first thinking of possibly raising it 1 or 2 blocks, but it wouldn't make any sense. In real life, you don't raise trains just for fun. Right? Only for bridges and so on. So, but I wanted to have not just like this. This is too plain. This is kind of boring, right? And then I was thinking of what kind of decorations I could put next to it. I could, for example, make this wider, have like gravel to the side of it or whatever. I still might do that. I'm not sure yet. You guys gonna have to let me know, or maybe send me a tweet or a screenshot or something of a design that you guys think would look cool. I could really use some help with this. So I'm gonna finish this probably on a stream upcoming soon. But I started using these right here. These they say oak wood post fence, but they're actually made with spruce. These are these things right there, and then you connect them with some string, and you can just place them like this. If you leave a gap, it doesn't connect, so you need to have one every single block, which I'm not too big of a fan of. I kind of wish that you could span them a little bit further, right? I tried carpenter's fences and so on. None of them really look good. I like this look here. There's really something to it, and also works nicely for when you go up. So, you know, the thing is that we don't need this for protection for mobs, okay? This is simply just visual, because we have the reinforced tracks, and locomotives, if they run on reinforced tracks, they will just run over any entities, you know, monsters, sheep, horses, whatever is on the track, or players. And the reinforced tracks make it so that the locomotive doesn't explode. If you have regular tracks and the train goes a little bit faster, it has a chance to explode. That's why reinforced tracks. That's why I need to use these. But anyway, I wanted to run just a single line out there, right? And we're gonna run this to, like I said, about here. No, we are gonna run it to here, not about. And then all the way over this way. But, you know, if I have one coming this way and another one coming back, I'm gonna have to add some holding areas, okay? And I was thinking that I'm probably going to make the first holding area right here in this area, right? So there's gonna be a track coming over. The trains that are going this way, I kind of want to give priority if possible, okay? But if a train approaches from here, coming this way, all right? And there is a train also coming from this way, I'm gonna have to tell this train to come into here and wait. And then let this train here pass, okay? And it's gonna be really tricky because it could be that this train, you know, is much closer already by the time this one is maybe over here. So this one will pass by and hit this one. So I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of logic. That's something I still don't know yet how I'm gonna do it. But in order to have all these signals connected, right, I need to connect these chunks here. I need to have them chunk loaded because I don't think that the signal that I'm gonna connect if they're, 5-6 chunks away is gonna be chunk loaded. And if you just run an anchor cart, it again will only do a 3x3, right? So I found out about these anchor sentinels. And this is the thing right here, right? Recipe, very easy to make, right? And then what you can do here, I'm just gonna put it right here for now. You guys see it's in this chunk here. And then we'll take our crowbar and shift right click it and it says anchor sentinel pairing was initiated. And what that does, if I link it to the world anchor over here, instead of making it a 3x3, it will make it a 1x9, up to 9 chunks far away, okay? So that means it will keep all this loaded here, the underground and so on. Or just right click, yes, successfully paired. Now check it out. If I check, now these chunks are all loaded. And then I'm gonna have to put 9 chunks over here. So let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then I need to chunk load probably this 3x3 and this 3x3. And then the whole area, everything where the train runs is chunk loaded, right? And then also over here where it goes underground, I need to check. Not that I come into these chunks here. If, then I also need to chunk load these. But I just wanted to show this anchor sentinel here, right? How this works. It's pretty nifty. I like it a lot and I didn't know about it. Okay. Now, the next thing is, I'm lazy. I don't want to lay all this track by hand. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. I hope it will be fun. I used this once before on Infinity Expert mode. And I'm trying to remember how it worked. So I think that what I can do is... where's this card? I ordered another one. There we go. This is the card that I'm going to sit in. Let me make it day real quick. Alright, I just had to make another crowbar because I'm out. And I wanted to let you guys know, in case you're wondering, why do I have a stone axe with me? And that is for chopping... which way is it? This way? Yes. This is how you, make the spruce wood posts. And you cannot make it with the dark axe here. So I had to make a regular stone axe in order to make these right here for these spruce post fences. Just to let you know, in case you're wondering. Anyways, I had to make another crowbar a minute ago. I was not able to get this to set up the way I wanted it. So I scrapped it again and put it up new, and I hope it will work this way. Now obviously this track layer cart needs to be the first going over there, right? Because it lays the track. And the pattern is reinforced track, and there is a stack in here. I put the rest of them in a chest cart. So supposedly when you have that connected, it will automatically restock. I have one for me to sit in, and there's the locomotive. Now, you can only connect carts to the back of locomotives, but once you have it connected, you can take the crowbar and turn it around, so it's facing this way, right? So I'm kind of hoping now that this will work with me sitting in here. So we're gonna go forwards. This is forward, slow, and running. Okay, so here we go. And we should see the light coming on when this works, and Can I see it from back here? Yes. Let's see. Are you gonna lay... Yes, it does it. Check it out. Now it's laying the track for me automatically. And the locomotive gets us up here. Very cool. I tried to make it the entire track, by the way. If we go up, that I don't go up one after another very steep. I always left a little bit of a flat area in between. Especially over at the other place here. Look at it laying. Like a boss. Now I wonder, can I go a little bit faster? I'm scared, but hey, what the heck? Look at that. And this is why I told you, at the turns I already laid it, because I wanted to make sure that it knows which way to go. This is so neat, I love it. I know this is... I could have laid this by the time I just crafted that track cart, right? But I'm having fun with this, I enjoy it. And hey, who knows, maybe we'll one day have to lay a really long one, and then I'm gonna be happy that I have this. Check it out. I like it. Yeah, like I said, this is just the cobble, where actually the track runs, and I still have to, prettify this and so on. But I said that I want to do this on a live stream. I really wanted to finish the episode today because it's been a long time since the last one. And I wanted to make sure that you guys know that I am not done with this. I'm loving this. And now that once we have the magic area up there powered, the nice thing is gonna be that... having the power up there, of course, and then we can start, with some magic. I would really like to get into some magic, guys, before we get technological too advanced. You know, I would really love to get Thaumcraft going. I haven't played with that in so long, and unfortunately, I actually think that Azanor, I think that's his name, I believe that he finally gave up control of the mod to somebody else so they can work on it for 112 or 113, who knows. Mojang is cranking it out so quick. And I wanted to record the entire trip here so you guys can see which way I'm going. I didn't want to go straight up because it would have interfered with our decorations. So I said I'm going to come up here, kind of like winding my way up, right? It would make sense. And then we take a left here and take the rest of this. And I'm not, you know, I want this to be nicely decorated just like everything else. You know, not just looking barren like it is. What? What is happening here? What is going on? Okay, I'm glad I showed this. Please don't explode. Okay, well, we made it all the way. I don't know. What was the problem here? It made a mess. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to... That was weird because I was able to pick up a rail with this pick earlier just nicely. I don't know what happened here. Okay guys, so that track that is going over to the magic area, we're not gonna finish today. The track is late and so on. But there is a lot of logic that I'm trying to figure out the best way of doing it. And I have an idea, but I don't want to cram it into this video. I think we're just going to finish that at the beginning of next video. But I do want to finish the track that goes over into our main house, right? So let me just walk you through here. This one is going to be a two-way, okay? This is not going to be a one-way here in the middle. I think it's too short of a stretch to like put in a stop track or to stop them up here if there's something. So I just laid two ways right here. And it goes up and over here. And the one on the left-hand side is the return one. And then right here, this is the station. And I just put in some iron bars here. You know, in case I don't pay attention and I work around here, I don't just walk onto the track and get run over and die. So, I feel like this is the almost identical station to the one at the tree farm that we set up together. So there's no reason to walk through this again. Just make sure that you set all these to manual. And by the way, the lines, they're coming from the TrackMan's goggles here. When you put them in your hand, you can right-click them to change the auras. And I am currently on signaling, okay? And that is really handy for when you play around with this, because right here, for example, the blue lines mark two signals that are connected. So I can see this signal is together with this signal, right? And the green beam right here goes to the signal receiver box. And the color of the beams will also change depending on the signal that you're getting. So for example, if let's just use this guy here. If we put this right here, you see this now changed to red. Because this is now red, right? Just, by the way, it's a little hard to see. I don't know what's going on with this texture pack, but it's fine. We're going to leave it on. So you guys see, now it went back to green. So I really like having these now for when I play around with this, because you can stand back and make sure, all right, I got everything set up and whatnot. And then, of course, this controller here is tied to this receiver, and it's set up just like the other ones as well. Default is red and green when it gets a redstone signal. So if I put a card right there, it doesn't matter which one. Actually, it needs to be the RF card. I put that right there. You see, hey, yes, it's empty. Redstone signal, which then triggers the locomotive to go and fill myself up again. So everything down here works again. The water, the charcoal. And I did even put item loaders on this one. We don't have these on the tree farm or the ender pearls, but I set them up here as well as up at the magic area. Because the tree farm is constantly pulling power. It never stops, because we never stop making charcoal. Because the charcoal production itself requires charcoal. Right? So they will never stop moving that train. Which means, you know, with 16 ender pearls in a cart, that is 8 whole days. That the cart can stand around before it would run out the chunk loader. So we don't need it there. But this one here, this power, will only be used when we're actually using something here, right? Our logistics pipe system here is not changing because we're keeping that separated right here via the charcoal that comes here. So this power here is going to be for all the machines, the lasers and whatnot upstairs, right? So if I don't use anything, these cards are just going to sit here until I used all the power. And that is why I added them here, and the same up in the magic area on both. On the waiting track and the unloading track here. This is the unloading part and this is the waiting part over there. Anyway, so let's go ahead and set up the logic for this. And... ooh. Oh. That's a fat laser when you're far away. Interesting. Well, the same right here. So, this is the problem I had for a little while up here. I spent quite some time trying to figure out the logic up here. How am I going to explain this? The trains that are leaving from here, okay, that are coming out from here should never stop. Because I can have up to, hypothetically, when the magic area is done, 6 trains in a row come out here. It is possible, okay? Not likely, but it's possible. So I cannot stop this one here, right? Because something is coming back from over here. So these 6 trains, the outgoing trains always need to take precedence before the incoming ones. That's my rule. So let's say a train comes around here, okay? If the train is right here, I don't know if it's going to go down or not, but I cannot wait because there's only 3 tracks in between the turn and there, right? So a train comes up here and then right here checks, this signal here checks this one right there. If there's a train from here, and I linked it up to one of these signal block relayer boxes, to this one. So if there's any train from here to over there on this stretch, this one will stop, okay? If not, let it go. Now, this train can continue and go straight down there. But it could also come over here, where the return is from the main base. Right here, I will wait if there is a train from here to there. Okay, if there's any train on this stretch. So it is possible that if a train comes here going towards the base, yeah, this one will still wait because it is running over this Y intersection here. And this one is placed directly above it. I didn't want to put it here because, again, I want to make sure that, you know, if this one is just started moving, right? Let's say it stopped. And because it's on an incline, it might take a minute to get going. And there could be one that just comes around and then hit it, right? So that's why I put it to over here. I actually kind of wanted to come from all the way here. But time will tell if we need it, right? Anyways. Let's say the train keeps going this way. Now, on this track, we can have an outgoing going towards the tree farm. Or we can have a returning one coming from there. Or from there, right? Now, this one here could be an outgoing. And it has precedence. So if it goes up here, it goes. And right here, I have another holding track. Which I have no idea how that's going to work on an incline coming down. But I'm checking with a signal from here to here. That's the top one there. And if there's any train, stop. Okay? And I believe that if this one gets going, coming down, and there's just one coming around the corner, a second after, that I don't think this will be a problem. I think this one will be passed, and this one will be right behind it. So I hope this makes sense here, how the logic is. That the one going to here, which is kind of the furthest one, has precedence. So the outgoing ones will never have to stop. Anyways. I think it's time that we give this a go, but we need to change something up first, right? Now, the one that we're going to have going here is I'm going to call base. I think that's a good name, right? So I'm going to have to take this one here and add a destination. And I forgot now if it is dest equals... Okay, hopefully none of the trains are going to come here. And or 2 operands... Destination string, destination null, username, keywords. I'm looking for examples. I know there's some, yes. Destination equals far lands. Color equals black, comma, red. Okay, I'm gonna have to check this one here real quick. Sorry, guys. Oh, there's one sitting here for no reason. But we can check this one. I think this is a multi-name one. So I just wrote them all in a row. Name, 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 name. Okay, so I'm going to do the same here instead of with the comma. I like this better. Okay, so destination equals base. Base. Done. Okay, so this one here needs to have this book, if it's the tree farm or the base, routed over here. This one here stays with just tree farm, because if it's the base, keep going straight, right? And if the base returns from there, I don't need to do anything. We'll just go in the inside of the building, right? So that should be the only book that we need out here. And now we need to come in here. And I'm going to just take the second track here. Okay, so this first one is the tree farm. So the second one should be empty, yes. Oh, I only need one more book, okay. So this one here, we're also going to make destination equals base. Done. And put that in here. All right, good. And now we just need to set up a golden ticket. And call that base. Oh, capital. Done. And we're going to give that to this locomotive. And you guys might have noticed that I added charcoal loader and also a fluid loader and also the advanced loader for charcoal over here. I wanted to have a nicer assembly station here, right? So I can put these two trains down here. I don't need to put the water in via buckets myself and so on. I can make sure everything is set up and then they're already on idle at full speed. And then I can just give them a signal and then it will go, load with the ender pearls over there and load the RF, the cart, the flux cart. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this on my bar, because as soon as I set this one out, I want to set up the next one. Okay, let me just double think here. The train comes in here, it will pass by this one will trigger, it will go in here. When it's done, the exit stuff should all be set. And you know what, for the time being, because right here, we're gonna have an exit for right now. Let me just put these right there on the wall so I know where they are. Okay, so just so we can come out here when it is needed. So it will come out right here. It says base go left, base go left. No, base go straight. There's no book in here. Right, let me just double check. This should only say tree farm. Yes, okay. So the base will go down straight, and then the rest we'll see if I got everything messed up at the station once this is running. And like I said, I want to set up the second one right away. So let's go ahead and send this one off. Oh, I need to set it to running, of course. And it's this one as well. All right, so turn this one off. And it is going in the proper one. Okay, so let me see if I can... Are you going to turn off redstone here, please? All in this. Correct. Good. Let's put one there. One there. Get this hooky. And they're both facing the correct way. Man, that charged fast. Okay, why don't we follow it just to make sure that I can set up the second one in a second. Okay, it went the correct way. Gonna go after it. I love this stuff, guys. This is so much fun playing with the trains. And I've only gotten killed once by a train. That was actually last episode. End of last episode. Here we go. I like that it's choo-chooing. It should just go straight because there's nothing waiting over here. And stop. Okay, now let's see if the energy cell here is getting power. It is getting power. This holds 2 million, right? Oh, wow. Look how fast it empties it. I love it. Okay, done. And now let's make sure that it goes back the other way properly. I'm getting better with this, so I hope that there is no mess-ups this time. Oh, God. That was famous last words right there. Where are... Oh, I already put the locomotives on the track. And let's take this off for the time being, just so you guys have a little more undisturbed view. You guys see, by the way, I left these corners out here because I'm kind of worried this one is not a full block, that something gets stuck. Okay, so now this is red and green again. Okay, good. And then it goes back to charging. Perfect. Very nice. All right, so this is working. Let's set up the next one here real quick. So first we're going to put the anchor cart. You to there, and you need to turn around, and then the redstone flux cart, you and you. Good, created. And then we just need the other golden ticket again. Base. And put that in here. Set it to running full speed. And running full speed. And as soon as it can go, it will go. And then I'm just gonna keep my eye on this here. I'm gonna sleep real quick to see if there is any problems. Oh man, my bed is all the way over there. I gotta make more beds and leave them in the different places. I don't like having the sleeping bag on me. Because it's another inventory slot that I constantly have to use. Okay. How we doing in here? Alright, be careful so I don't get run over. Alright, so this one is now finally full. And the other one should be coming back here very soon. Because it unloaded the other 2 million so quickly, right? Oh, I forgot about this mix-up here. I don't know why this keeps stopping here now. Makes no sense. Alright, I see one base coming back and the other base is leaving. But they're not going to run into each other, so it works. I think we did it. Now we have power in the base. Of course, I still need to now run the power from the basement up to where we're actually going to need it, right? Up into the base. And let me just remind you, in case you forgot, why am I bringing the power over here? What am I going to replace with that? Get up here before the train comes. Okay, good. Let's come over here. And go upstairs. And that is, I want to get rid of this one here, the lava power, right? I'm going to keep the lava here to keep making obsidian, of course. Right? That's my obsidian generator right here, but... Oh, that's water over here, yes. I'm just going to put the lava over here, but then right here, instead of having the magmatic dynamos here, I think we augmented those, didn't we? No, we didn't. I did upgrade them. But I never put the augments in. That is funny. Huh. But anyway, so the power is going to come up here. And as well as... down here. Right now I'm using the Tesseract that comes from our advanced generator. But I do want to run the power in here. So that is why I'm running the power over here. Because I don't want to use the free lava power anymore, you know. It's not much fun, and a lot of you guys told me that you don't like it anyway. So, enough rambling, guys. Next time we'll finish off the magic one. I'm gonna have to use a little bit different trickery to set up the logic going there because it's such a long stretch. But like I said, I have some pretty good ideas, and we'll implement it right away in the beginning of the episode. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.